Okay, guys, welcome back. We have our quarterfinals starting now in the upper bracket, of course. We have I can't remember the team names. I know they're on the screen, but I can't see them. Kekeke's fan club. They'll be going up against Scumcleansers, also known as Bustin's mixed team. 2 members of Reason and 3 other people. I'm once again joined by my co-host today, Maccy, who's not talking. But Maccy is here. If you have a quick look at the brackets for who's gone through, unfortunately my hotkeys aren't working, so I'm going to have to all tab to do it every time, which is a little annoying. But Stayguard managed to beat Forever Midas and go through. Host.bot were automatically through as big players. No, Host.bot beat big players, sorry. UWE, as we just saw, beat Singularity. Here to Play got an automatic through because 4 friends and Nikki didn't show. Hugh Grail were pretty much expected to win that game, and they did. MILF, they'll be facing in this round. And finally, the game we're coming up to watch now, Kekeke's fan club versus Scumcleansers. So now we're going to get ourselves into the draft of this game. And fortunately, Thomas, also known as Bustin, bans out the PL. He also bans out the Batrider. And Kekeke's ban out the Magnus and Undying. Nick's Assassin will be the pickup for them. Maccy, are you talking? He's not here. Shit. He's disconnected from Mumble. So we're having a bit of issues on Maccy's end, but we'll try and get him back in as soon as possible. As for now, I'll keep up tabbed. I'll keep my eye on the draft as well. We have Queen of Pain picked up for they haven't got the name on Scumcleansers, and Kekeke's first pick the Nick's Assassin. Queen of Pain, a very popular hero, I know, for Reason Gaming. Thomas, obviously, they have Jack in Reason playing Queen of Pain. But this is a mixed team. They're not going to have half as much coordination as Reason do. But we're just waiting for Maccy's game, so back in Mumble. I don't know where he is, but whatever. Anyway, Darkseer is a pickup as well for Scumcleansers. And then we're going to see how Kekeke counter this. They're going to go with a Rubik. Going to be looking to conceal that Sonic Wave, that Wall, that Vacuum, that Iron Shell, that Surge, all of those abilities. Very much favoured for the Rubik, as well as the Blink, of course. Now we're waiting for their third pickup of the first stage. I'm wondering when they're going to go here. They still have the option to run the tri-lane with Nyx as well as Rubik. But we might see what we saw last game with Nyx going solo mid. Tidehunter's not been the most common pickup recently, I've noticed. But he is going to be picked up by Kekeke's. I'm not sure if they're going to run him as a supporter on the off lane. But at the moment, they're probably going to want to put him solo versus Darkseer. Whether he can stand up versus that lane or not is still to be seen. That's all dependent of the player's skill. Maccy's back in Mumble. I'm going to try and get him into the room real quick. Maccy, welcome back to the stream. Or not.
Hello.
Hello. Are you okay?
Yeah, just blue screened a little bit. My mumble settings reset, so one more.
Yep, just turn yourself down a little bit. That'll be great, dude. Lestrak's going to be the pickup here for... Wow, blue screen. Unfortunate. For Scumcleansers. So, that's the start of their tri-lane. And Enigma's going to be banned by Kekeke's. I'm very glad the PL's banned. As we saw, 600 farmers coming out in Kekeke's fan club, which I believe was PMS, who's now changed his name to Destiny Moonshine. Unless they've swapped players, I'm not sure. And we're going to see Lifestealer banned out, so the carries are going to start getting hit there by Scumcleansers. And Anti-Mage for Kekeke's, they've banned that out. I don't know whether to call them KKK, because that's pretty bad, but I'm going to call them KFC, because I don't want to start saying KKK all over the live stream.
I think KFC's safer.
I think KFC's quite significantly safer, yes. KFC versus Scum. Or Cleansers, whatever you want to call them. Lone Druid banned out by them. And also, big shout out to the guys checking out the live stream right now. Whether you came from the UK Dota subreddit, from Dota 2 subreddit, from Twitter pages, and Facebooks, whatever. It's nice to have you with us on the stream today.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Just tuning in.
So how's this draft looking for you? Are you in the game yet?
I have just got into the game, so, well, PL banned first, so you're happy. Yeah, I mean, Tidehunter, good to see him back. The Nyx Assassin Rubik Tidehunter lineup's pretty interesting. I mean, you could run a pretty interesting tri-lane with that if you wanted to, just with those 3 and just go for kills all out. But I doubt that's what they're going to do. Maybe Rubik mid, or maybe Nyx Assassin mid, more likely.
Or we could see the Tidehunter going in the off lane.
That could happen. I mean, we've seen that really work. Sneaking famously did that quite a bit for Dignitas, and yeah, it can be really strong.
And of course,
That's-
I'll probably mention this every time I see a Tidehunter offlane, but Sexy Bambo. A couple of his YouTube clips came up twice in 2 days, actually, of him doing some amazing juking through trees as the offlane Tidehunter. That's very memorable moments. Good old Dota 2.
Yeah, definitely. Am I sounding okay, by the way, now? Am I...
As far as I know, you're sounding great. Guys, if it's a bit too loud, let me know in the live stream chat. But as far as I know, your sound's pretty good.
Cool. Good stuff. I'm probably not working in game at all at the moment. I'll try and sort that out when the draft is done. It's Chaos Knight getting banned out finally. So trying to shut down any tanky carries, but Lysty did get banned out.
And of course,
Thinking that'd
initiation
be-
with the Lestrak as well. The no one that CK Lestrak combo. It's pretty brutal. But
That
Kekeke
would
is
be
actually
brutal.
sorry, KFC pick up the Windrunner. So that most likely going to be that offlane, or we could see her solo middle. It's very open right now what KFC want to do with this.
Scum have this really strong lineup. I mean, Shadow Demon Leshrac is a great combination anyway, because you can disrupt into Split Earth, and that's guaranteed stun. So much damage straight out of the bat, but that also synergizes with Darkseer's Vacuum, so that's going to be a really powerful combination in the later stages of the game.
It's interesting enough where we see Clinks is actually drafted here by Scum. And Storm Spirit for KFC is not a hero we very commonly see. But yeah,
No, Storm Spirit's been out for a while, apart from Blitz.
so I'm guessing Storm Spirit's going to be their main farmer for this game by the looks of things. But we are going to jump ourselves into the game. We see Moonshine's going to be playing the Storm Spirit. I'm going to jump on the KFC's line, by the way. Yeah, Moonshine on the Storm Spirit. He's the guy who played Phantom Lance the last game, so he will be taking that hard carry role. KRS is going to be on the Rubik as support. Shigwa, who's running a very sexy cape, he's going to be playing on the Windrunner. PG Tips going to be the Tidehunter, and finally Dando will be playing that Nyx Assassin.
And they are all going top, which is pretty exciting. So we've got Bustin on the Clinks for Scum. We've got John L running on the Leshrac. Faudal is going to be on the Queen of Pain. Monty taking the Shadow Demon, and Thunderdyne playing the solo off-lane Darkseer.
The question is that the team's going to meet up here. We do see them all going top lane, and for all we know, they could come face to face right now. However, with level 1 Static Remnant, it's not the strongest of spells, but there is an entire lineup here for KFC. And John and as well as Bustin, they're choosing not to come into range. The ward will be placed over the top of the trees to block that, and now KFC, they're just going to rotate down to their lanes. I'm interested to see how they're going to lane this. It's still very open, but I do think it's going to be Storm main farmer. And are they going to put Nyx middle? He does have an eco build, not really got any support items on him. So he could be going for that bottle rush and Windrunner on the offlane. And in fact, that looks like how we're going to lane this. We're going to go for a Tide Storm Rubik tri-lane, which is going to be very interesting to see, especially versus the Darkseer. And we're going to have 2 3 versus 1 lanes. I'm actually fairly surprised that Scum decided not to go for the aggressive tri-lane, especially with Shadow Demon and Leshrac, but maybe they just want to use this to keep Clinks safe. Clinks does have a lot of killing power early if he gets those levels.
Yeah, interesting lineups from both teams. I mean, I don't know what to make of running Storm Spirit as the carry in this tri-lane.
Who knows, we could see a 10-minute Bloodstone up on him. And
think-
Shigwa's going to have a nice time in this top lane. He's got himself a double damage room, but even though he has that, he still doesn't want to overextend, especially versus the Shrek Shadow Demon.
I expect we're going to see quite a bit of roaming from Tidehunter and Rubik.
Tidehunter wants to get out of level 6 as soon as possible. Running him as a hard support is not the best idea. Thunderdyne's just sitting there. Gush goes out by PG Tips, and that's nearly all of his mana gone. But KRS is going to lift him quite late, but there's no Storm Spirit to follow up here, so it's just harassment. But he's going to be fine. He doesn't have a soul, but he does have 3 Tango, so a lot of mana spent here by KFC. And Darkseer's just going to be able to regen himself up nearly to full health. And Shigwa, he's going to come out. Monty, he's ready with a disruption whenever he needs to. And John L's right there to back him up. In fact, he's going to go down now. Here comes the split off by John. Mistimed.
Oh,
It's a combination you really have to practice. And Shigwa manages to run away.
he's lucky to get away from that. That really should have been a kill for Scum.
But again, the Shadow Demon, the Shrek, it looks like it's an easy thing to pull off, but you really have to know the timing of the split earth, and you need to work together well to pull it off. And we do see John L D-Ward in this camp now, so they're going to be able to just pull on the 2-minute 50 mark. Thereabouts.
Forgive me, I'm just bringing up the stream again and making sure I'm in stream chat and all that stuff.
Awesome. I actually hear a lift going up. Thunderdyne, but he's going to start using the Iron Shell to harass down KRS, who's still only level 1 game, almost no experience. They're trying to give Storm Spirit as much style off arm as possible, and he's actually up to level 3 now. He's got 7 for 2 in the form of last hits, and Thunderdine, he's still level 1. This will be the first point of experience he gets.
Yeah, and that's how he should. That's what this lane needs to do. They shouldn't let a Darkseer get anywhere close to any creeps.
And Dando not having an easy time. He's going to find a regen room. In fact, Monty is going to go ahead and disrupt him and take it for himself. So Dando feels a bit unfortunate about that one. He's having a hard time against the Queen of Pain. She's 13 for 2 versus a 6 for 1 Nyx Assassin. But Monty, he's there to catch the rune and stop Dando getting any more regen.
It's a really strong play by them.
Gives Queen of Pain a lot of room here. And Thunderdine, he's just going to go into an aggressive jungle mode. And if KFC decides to run a bit, Thunderdine might get himself caught out, but he is able to Iron Shell jungle pretty effectively against this one camp. It's a medium camp. It's got 4 very low damaging creeps in there, and it's easy gold for him.
Yeah, it's a good move, but it does mean that Moonshine's getting Moonshine? Destiny? Is it Moonshine?
I'm going to call him Moonshine.
Okay. Yeah, he's getting free farm for the moment, so he's actually sitting behind Clinks and the Queen of Pain in farm so far, but he's got the lane to himself for now.
But Bustin is a well-known carry player for the UKC, playing for Reason Gaming, who recently won the Dota Talk LAN event without losing a single map, and Bustin played phenomenally as the hard carry in those games. And he's farming very efficiently this game as well, though the Storm Spirit, you said he was behind, he's just at the lead.
There we go, just having that free time in the lane. Getting completely unharassed, but Darkseer's back now, Thunderdine back in the lane, going to keep causing him hassle. I mean, Iron Shell could potentially do a lot of damage
on
to Storm
KRS.
Spirit.
In fact, KRS, he might go down here. We could see a solo first blood coming out from Thunderdine. They need the supports to rotate instantly. KRS, he's going to use his magic stick, but he's going to go down here. Thunderdine against the tri-lane, makes it a solo killing the Rubik. Why was Storm Spirit not there? He was focusing on farming. There's just miscommunication. And PG Tips was stacking and pulling. And Thunderdine gets an
played by
easy
Thunderdine.
kill.
He'll be very happy with that.
Very much miscommunication coming out the way of KFC, and they get punished for it. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they keep attempting this push, John, with the level 1 edict, but it's not doing half as much damage as I want it to. And Monty takes a lot of damage on Mateo. In fact, he nearly killed off Windrunner, sitting on 30 HP, and the last stack of Shadow Poison must have missed.
I'm still on very, very low health, taking a lot of hits from this tower.
Oh, the power shot nearly hitting him there by Shigua. Or Shigua, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Shigure, I suppose. It's got the accent on the E. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, we have 19 for 4 on the Queen of Pain in mid compared to the 11 for 4 on Nyx Assassin. He does have himself a DD rune, and he's finally flown his boots in. But what can he really do against Queen of Pain? She has enough mana for Blink, and that's going to keep her safe enough in this game, in this lane.
I wonder if he should have been leveling mana burn first, just trying to really work on it, but it doesn't actually level that well, does it? It's
Thunderdine. He's taking a lot of damage. KRS at the back. Ready to pick him up. He has a Fade Bolt available. One more right click. That will be enough. PG Tips takes the kill there. So now the supports on KFC. They managed to get themselves some collateral for the earlier kill that Thunderdine managed to pick up. But they keep up on the levels now.
Puts teams at 1 for 1.
But as far as farm goes, we have Moonshine. He's getting a little bit ahead of the Clinks now. It's only 5 CS. It doesn't seem like much. But effectively that's about 120 gold.
Double damage rune popped on Dando. He's just going to chase Faudal right out of the lane for now.
Faudal is managing to bottle crow. Getting free time with his bottle. So he's going to send that back to base, and he'll be able to come back and have a full bottle ready for him. And now we're looking on Thunderdine now. We haven't really looked at his farm that much. He's 10 for 0, but he does have that first blooded gold. He's got his soul ring complete, has a new set of wards, and he's level 3.
Karis coming up behind him. Just going to try and keep him out of lane, but he stepped back a little bit too, well, just in time for him, really.
And I really want to know
what forward they could have called him.
I really want to know what Scum are trying to do here. They've been trying to push this top lane for a long time, but Windrunner's now level 4. They're giving her free experience at this point, and she's absolutely loving it. They can't really push this tower down. She power shots the creep wave, brings it back with her, and the push is just completely denied. They really need to stack and pull this lane to keep it in their control, or else this Windrunner's going to get very farmed. Up to 5 for 1 only, but the levels are the important thing, and she's about to pop level 5 in 3 more experience.
It kind of feels like they were hoping they could just push this tower down really early and then start to roam, but that hasn't worked out for them at all.
No, and actually Leshrac chose to level up Split Earth as the second choice, rather than the Diabolic Edict.
Perhaps the plan is to get Clinks to level 6 before they start to move. I mean, Queen of Pain's hit level 6 now, so she's got that Scream up, the Sonic Wave, but level 6 on Nyx Assassin as well, so we could see him starting to roam. And Storm Spirit also, Moonshine getting level 6, so KFC running a little bit ahead in terms of that.
Yeah, we do see him a 1,000 XP up at this point, but the gold is very even. That first split not really affecting the match too much. But now they're going to single pull. Really want to look to start pushing this top lane. The tower is down to about a third of its hit points, only 400 life left on that. But again, Windrunner's levels actually hasn't managed to pop level 5 yet. Will do so with this next creep. And that'll be a level 3 power shot. She's going to be very happy with that one. Push is going to be really difficult now versus this Windrunner.
John L just looking to get something out of this Windrunner, but there's nothing this lane can do.
We actually see rotation coming in the mid lane. We have PG Tips as well as KRS here. In fact, Impale going out by Nyx Assassin. The Fade Ball, nearly enough damage to take down Faldor. One more right click would have been enough from the Nyx Assassin, but not managing to get it off in time before she blinks away. Great reactions from Fedor. But the Tide, PG Tips, he's coming behind. He's only level 3 and he's got to be very careful. Fedor's back up to nearly full health using that bottle. And in fact, he's going to get himself a regen rune. He's so happy at this point. Pings are going down, but it's too late. Regen rune. Gank doesn't work. A lot of time wasted by KFC. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Thunderdyne is getting a bit more confident now that he knows the support's in middle. But he's got to be very careful because Moonshine doing a lot of damage. Actually going to pull Thunderdyne in, and that's going to be an easy pickup for him. Overextending way too much there.
Moonshine getting that solo kill. Really well played.
And again, the tower has still not been taken in top lane. But we do see the farm on Clinks now. 42 for 9 in last hit. He's beyond the Storm Spirit, but he already has that first Oblivion stuff, and he will be going towards that Orchid as soon as possible. In fact, we see PG Tips is now rotated to help try and defend this top lane with Shigure. Only level 3 on the side hunter though. It's not really the most effective lane defender, especially taking Kraken Shell over Anchor Smash.
There's a ping from Bustin on the Tide Hunter.
So where is here? Clinks is level 6 now. He did actually already use Death Bats at some point, and in fact, Dando, he's used Vendetta. He's walking right past the sentry ward.
Ooh.
The pings have gone down. They know he's around. And this is where Bustin, as well as the rest of his tri lane, decides to go a little bit more defensively.
Thunderdyne's way out of position again.
Oh, KRS rotating. Shigure's here as well. Shackle's going to ensure the kill to make sure that Moonshine doesn't actually go down. He ran out of mana and he nearly ran out of health. But again, another pickup and Thunderdyne overextending once more. Trying to get
3 deaths on Thunderdyne now.
Trying to be overconfident when there's not enough pressure going on the other lanes for the supports to have to stay at those lanes. So the Windrunner as well as the Rubik managed to get down there relatively easy. But
I guess he's trying to be really aggressive against this tri lane on bottom, but it's really not paying off. I mean, he's ended up just feeding them 3 kills now. He needs to play a little bit more conservatively.
And now PG Tips is here to defend his top tower, but he has to be careful. If he gets caught out by a disruption, it's a very easy dive on him. There is TP support coming in from Moonshine. And he's leveled 8 up on the Storm Spread. But this will be the death of the tower unless they use the Glimpse. They will do so. We see the jumping going out from Moonshine. Monty taking a lot of damage and he's killed instantly. A lot of burst. John actually missing the split earth as well. As Storm keeps on jumping. He uses his stick to get enough mana to bring down another kill. That's a double kill coming out from Moonshine. And the tower is going to get denied. Well played by KFC.
Beautifully played. That was absolutely brilliant. See the Storm Spirit coming in. Moonshine timed that perfectly. Jumped straight in and yeah, really pulled that off well.
Indeed, and Bustin's left alone. Or that fruitless attempt at taking the tower. Windrunner defends it perfectly, and then it just gets taken down. And we do see a rotation coming in the middle of the lane. PG Tips as well as KRS is here, as is Dando, of course, with that double damage rune. And of course Moonshine. I didn't realise there was 4 heroes there for a second. But Fedor is going to back off, and he is full health and full mana, so he doesn't really have any reason to be scared. Level 8's up on him now.
Gold is sitting completely even at the moment. It's gone back and forth across the line once or twice, but absolutely nothing in it.
But as far as XP go, KFC really showing that those 4 kills make a difference. But now we have the rotation coming from Monty as well as Janelle. They're here to support Fedor. They're feeling this dive coming. And Thunderdyne, he's got to be careful. He's crossing the river quite aggressively, but there's not really anybody close enough to try and stop him. And now we see a 4v4 situation in mid lane.
Still a really brave way for Thunderdyne to move through the jungle there.
Especially with the obvious wards. There's always wards watching this area. It's the most common area in the game to ward, most likely. Even more so than the top rune. But yeah, Shiggle's getting farm on the bottom lane and Bustin's getting farm on the top lane. I think if I was in KFC shoes right now, I'd be a little bit more afraid of Busting getting free farm. Second Oblivion staff done. Very close to that Orchid Malevolence. 12 minutes into the game.
And Boston disconnects.
And in fact, the Clinks is probably a very good pickup coming out from... wow, that ping was loud. For some reason, one ping just deafened me. Very good pickup for the Clinks, I feel, here for Scum. They know that Storm Spirit's going to be the hard carry coming out for KFC, and the Clinks, with that Orchid Malevolence, should be able to shut him down.
Yeah, it's perfectly placed. I mean, you've got the silence from Orchid, and Clinks is great for taking out squishies, and Storm Spirit, even at high level, even as a carry, he's going to be quite a squishy character, so...
Vendetta used by Nyx here. They're looking for the aggression. There's no sentry watching them. There is a sentry coming out for KFC here. Disruption by Monty going out to the top of Moonshine. So there's going to be a few Storm Spirits. In fact, Moonshine's just going to jump backwards. Thunderdyne, he gets gushed. Nyx Assassin, that's a great impale coming out. Actually manages to kill off the Distract pretty early. Fedor now, he's getting pulled back in by Storm Spirit. Manages to blink himself away. And the Shackle coming out from Shiga on the creep. Not managing to do a lot. PG Tips, he does actually get hit by the Sonic Wave and the Shadow Strike as well as the Shadow Poison. Enough to kill him off. And now here comes some more stacks of Shadow Poison by Monty now. Fat Scream coming over by Fedor. Storm Spirit jumps away, he gets himself a regen rune. He's going to be so happy about that, but he gets shut down by Fedor now. But he manages to get himself enough mana just to keep himself alive. In fact, Fedor can aggressively blink now, but he's got to be careful. In fact, this should be the death of Fedor. Who's going to get the kill first? In fact, Moonshine will do. But it's surprised. And here comes Clinks. Where's he at? He kills Storm Spirit off in the secret shop. And there comes Darks here as well. Thunderdyne goes down. So a bit of a back and forth play, but overall going the way of KFC.
Boston was very lucky not to lose the Courier with his other Oblivion staff on there.
Flowing over the top of KFC.
Yeah, it took one hit and managed to move into the trees. Boston perhaps turning up a little late there, but he did get the kill, so...
And solo XP for that one as well, so he's going to be very happy.
Yeah, so that puts him up to level 9. Still one behind Moonshine.
So have a look at the levels real quick. Tidehunter's only level 5 at this point, but it's the same for all 4 supports in the game. They're all sitting at level 5. Rubik just his second pop 6 himself, so he's going to be happy to get that spell steal out. So unfortunately he won't be able to get the Sonic Wave for a while, if that's what he wants. But Storm Spirit level 10, really getting ahead on levels now. And he himself is going for an Orchid. Maybe trying to shut down the Clinks, maybe trying to shut down the Queen of Pain. Orchid versus Orchid fight, and Bustin, he's got his complete now. 14 minutes into the game, not too bad. He's going to go ahead and eat this Sad-Eye Hellcat, and that's going to give him a lot of damage as well as health. Maybe they're going to look to go aggressively.
I'm trying to work out if that's the right move for them now. I mean, when you've got a Clinks, when he gets up to this kind of level, generally what you do with him is you start roaming, you start running around and looking for kills. But given that they are a little bit behind, it's now 2,000 experience behind, it's perhaps a little bit dangerous. He's got to try and catch people out all on their own. That's what right now, I mean, you see he's just running through the Radiant Jungle. He's going to try and pop up and just get this this tower maybe, if he can solo the tower while the rest of the team are busy.
He does have one level in strafe, so he should be able to pretty soon. There is a cannon there as well, so he's got a cannon? A catapult. The hell's a cannon? He's going to go down there now and start pushing that. In the meantime, it's just a bit of a back and forth play. KRS actually dropping a sentry to try and deward the one so that Nyx Assassin can get in there. But now, Sugar Ray having to run away. Top lane, there are 3 heroes searching out for him. They're not going to find anything, they're just going to try and defend this tower. Fedor playing very defensively now, sitting back in the trees.
Yeah, meanwhile, KFC moving forward into this tower.
Tide is so close to level 6 now. Only 200 XP away. He's going to love to have that Ravage available. In fact, Bustin pushing up bottom lane. And the Fortify is used, but they're not going to come down for it. In fact, Glyph's used on both teams. So it looks like the team's going to end up trading here. Thinks, okay, there is TP support coming in. There's 2 coming down. Storm Spirit as well as Rubik are down here, but thinks he's just going to go invis and run away.
Yeah, they're going to need a gem or something pretty soon. I mean, sentry wards aren't going to cut it.
But you risk throwing that gem away.
Definitely.
Get a gem, give it to the other team, and Nyx Assassin's going to have one. And in fact, Nyx, look at that burst on John L. Dead instantly. Dando, and then he pops the invis room and walks away. Very free kill for him, and he's going to be so happy with that one.
Boston's looking for an opening on this Tidehunter as well. He's looking for PG tips. He's given up on the search, I think.
In fact, he has strafe off cooldown now, and he just ate another creep, so this is where he's looking. There is a sentry ward in the mid lane watching him. So he's got to be careful.
Oh,
In fact, he's going to fight Rubik! KRS dies in 4 shots from the Clinks now, but he's going to get pulled in here by Moonshine, as well as the Quap ulti going on top. Actually manages to get the spike Carapace, so Quap takes a lot of damage from that one, and Rubik's going to get it. Well, Rubik already went there, so Clinks is going to go down. Bustin taking very low and taking down Moonshine now. Going to jump on top of Monty, and that will be the death of him. 105 per hit coming out from Storm Spirit there. And now Shigyo is out of position. Faldor, Shackle out, latch on top of him.
There's a great disruption by Monty there on Clinks. Managed to catch him. Just, it was maybe 100 hit points, maybe less, but almost saved his life.
Bottom tower has seen better days.
Now we see more pushing. Bottom tower still getting chipped away by the creeps. Now they're going to try and take this mid tower as we get another pause. Which means I have a sip of my drink. We have a quick look at the golden XP. It's like a heart monitor right now. It's so even in gold. 250 advantage going away of KFC, but XP very much in their favour now. Really getting those kills off.
250 gold, absolutely nothing. 17 minutes in. 5 creeps. Like, it's nothing at all. This game's so even.
And we actually look at the farm on Clinks as well as Storm Spirit. They're pretty much dead even.
Yeah, absolutely. 85 and 84 last hits on those two. In terms of net worth, Storm Spirit's running just under 1,000 ahead.
That's obviously for those 3 extra kills. He did pick up the power treads before Clinks picked up his second tier boot, so he's a bit behind as far as Orchid goes, but he's very nearly got it himself.
Yeah, who's it? I mean, I'm thinking about who his targets are going to be for the Orchid. I guess he's going to be trying to stop that Tidehunter Ravage. That's definitely going to be one of his big goals.
I think Bustin's is definitely towards the Storm Spirit, whereas Storm Spirit is more towards the Queen of Pain. As far as the Orchids go. I mean, fair enough, he's managed to get the Sonic Wave off in that last fight, but he only hits it on the Spike Carapace, unfortunately, so he got stunned up for his troubles. It's a pretty slow game this far in the game. Not really much tower push coming on because... Oh, actually, never mind that Storm Spirit. Uses that Orchid, jumps on top of Fedor. Look at that burst! Instantly goes down. The pair of Storm Spirit in the right hands. And now he's going on Monty.
A 2,000 range dive.
Disruption on top of the Storm Spirit. Monty manages to save himself there. But Vendetta, Dando, is here on the Nyx Assassin, but Monty's too far back. Nyx will not dive that far, especially not past 2 towers. But it should be the tier 1 tower. There's no glyph available for the Dire.
They're going to keep rolling.
Can't do so. Ravage is there now. And Thunderdine, meanwhile, takes the trade in the bottom lane, takes the tier 1 tower, so it's 1 for 1 towers. But a great pickup from Moonshine in that kill on Queen of Pain. And then it should be a tier 2 tower. If they're coming to defend, PG tips has that Ravage, of course. And they may even be able to find more hero pickups as well as the tower. Really undefendable so far.
Bustin went and bought TP there, but thought better of it at the end and decided just to let that tower go.
So 2 towers their way, as well as the pick up on Queen of Pain, and then managed to back off easily. Not going to lose anyone. Ugh. Words aren't working today.
It's because of last night, mate.
Oh god, don't talk about last night, please. Same thing tomorrow. Life of a uni student.
Oh, I miss it. Yeah, but it is nice not to spend every morning, in massive pain. So that's good too.
Busted. Orchid on Shaw Grey, Shigure, whatever you call him. And one more right click. Oh, the Orchid.
Oh, the Orchid finishes him off.
Yep. No win run available when you're silenced. PG Tips did rotate in to try and help him out, but of course the Orchid just killed him off. Monty D warding at the bottom lane. Going to keep that rune spot safe as well as sorting down any possible Roshan attempts coming in from KFC. Vodol is in a bad position. Dando. He's going to go on him. Oh, nice disruption from Monty. Actually missing the Impale there, and Queen of Pain manages to blink herself out. Moonshine's going to jump in. He's going to silence up the Monty, and he's going to go down easily from the Orchid pop here. From the Thunderdine manages to search himself away. Moonshine's got a lot of mana if he wants to chase. And he will chase as well. Thunderdine's going to get pulled back in. Dando's there. He's got another Impale available. Got a hit on it, and that's a mega kill streak going his way now. And 14 for 5 is currently the score going away of KFC. And now the gold graph's starting to make a difference. 2k gold, 4,000 XP.
Really good Storm Spirit play from Moonshine there.
The question
is, that beautifully.
What can Bustin do this game? He's managed to nearly keep up with net worth on Storm. He's 1,000 behind right now. But he's got an Ogre Club. Whether he's going for a BKB or not is still to be questioned. He could be a Sanj after all, which is very unlikely, of course. But
I think we're going to see a BKB because that keeps him safe from Storm Spirit, from Ravage, from Nyx. It's a strong choice against this lineup.
He'll certainly do him some good favours. In fact, if Klings gets enough level of farm here, with that BKB available, he won't be able to get touched in the fights pretty much. Storm Spirit's right clicks are not going to make a difference.
No, absolutely.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
I'm actually keeping the Juggernaut on Insta on this game. I'm really enjoying it.
I just love the default one, but I really want them to bring out the Tuskar announcer. That's what I want to see.
We see busting lagging again. We are having issues with the servers today, apparently, according to the lobby earlier on there. People keep on lagging out in games, which is a little worrying, but hey, the pauses mean that we can just keep the game going pretty soon, as soon as his ping's sorted out. Then again, it might just be his end. We actually see Nyx Assassin's brought up a Blink Dagger, so he's their initiation along with a Tidehunter. Tide obviously not having a blink. We see Nyx going in with a Blink Impale, Tidehunter managing to walk in, get the Ravage off, and it should be easy team fight for KFC. I will say easy, but again, if Klings gets that BKB and he manages to use it in time, then it's probably not going to go their way 100%.
No, I think it swings on that at the moment. I mean, Klings has got the potential, if he manages to catch it right and gets left alone for a second, Storm Spirit's not going to last long, Rubik's not going to last long, Windrunner even won't last long against that. So, yeah, the right place at the right time with the BKB, that's going to be pretty brutal.
Shiger actually manages to pick up the mechanism now, so she's pretty happy with that one. Do you see a lot of Windrunners going back on the off lane? Cough, Ripex, cough. He's not listening. But yeah. Anyway, we see Dando rotating up to the top lane. They are looking for Klings here. But Klings is way out in their jungle, actually. KFC jungle. And maybe the 4 heroes are just going to go for the tower 5 even. Which I'm going to very quickly kill off that quick wave. And it's going to be a trade. Tier 1 for tier 1 once again. Mid tower going for Scum. Storm Spirit getting the last hit on top. Yeah, Moonshine got the last hit on top lane, it's fine. Moonshine got the last hit there, so he's going to be very happy with that one. It looks like he's going for the Bloodstone. He could go for Lincoln's, of course, having his Perseverance. And then those Ven just wore out. He's popped the DD rune. He's got 20 seconds till he has another one. And the rotation's coming. This is enough time for him to be positioned perfectly. He's going to have the DD rune available. He's going to have Vendetta. He's going to have the Blink Dagger. And Scum, they're choosing not to defend. So another tier 2 tower for free for KFC. And they're really starting to get map control. They can shut down busting purely by map control now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see an early gem coming out now.
Yeah, they're really taking control of the towers this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I reckon we'll see it on Nyx. Early gem on Nyx. Make him very happy. In fact, the ping's going in on bottom lane now. They're going to instantly rotate. KFC just want full map control. They want every tier 2 tower gone. But they need to be careful with this one. Storm's quite far behind. He's actually going to go for the Lincoln Sphere. Just bought up his ultimate orb. But yeah, they've got to be very careful with this now. If they go in for the tier 1 tower, then the support... Well, I'll say that. They're all top lane right now. They should be able to defend it, though, is what I'm saying.
Feels like KFC are a little bit spooked here. Feels like they saw, maybe they saw Bustin on the bottom lane, but it kind of feels like they think something's about to happen. All kind of hanging around the Ro8 pit with nothing to do.
And Bustin once again getting more farm. Got that Mithril Hammer now and he's very close to the BKB, and I just laughed a bit then because shout out to Ro8 who's actually in the chat. Mechanism on Windrunner. Look at it, it's beautiful. So yep, Storm getting close to that Lincoln Sphere. If I remember right, it's 1375 for the recipe, I believe. So he's only about 1,000 gold off that, if that is correct. Yep, we've got some shoutouts coming out in the game while we wait for Bustin's lag to sort itself out. In fact, Storm Spirit disconnecting out as well, so Moonshine's going to go ahead and reconnect himself. But so far, how do you think this game's looking?
Well, so I think KFC, as you say, like, they're running the map at the moment. They've got they haven't got a lot of ward coverage at the moment. They've got a lot of D-warding. There's a lot of sentry wards. They've actually not got any wards up, but in spite of that, they've got 2 tier 2 towers down, so the top half of the map is pretty much theirs, and they're going to rotate around to the bottom half now, and I don't think that tier 1 tower is going to last 2 seconds, so they're pretty much running the place, which really shuts Clinks down. Like, Clinks needs to be this kind of scary force. You need to be worried about where he is at any moment if he's going to work as a hero. So they're really shutting that down across the whole map. But that said, Clinks does have a little bit more farm than anyone else. He's actually on my screen at the moment. His net worth is tanked. I guess he must have just bought something, or it's just screwed up because he's disconnected.
That'll be the disconnect coming out.
Yeah.
Usually it's either something on a courier or a disconnect during the pause. So
yeah. So I was just looking for the courier, but it's just the disconnect. So
poor guy,
he's
100 net worth.
BKB. Yeah, 104. Oh dear.
Then again, the Shadow Demon's pretty sad right now. Only 755 in his net worth. Got those boots and branches. Couple of wards on him as well, but yeah, the supports are really getting shut down. I had a look at the hero levels a moment ago, and 6 and 7 on top of Scum side, whereas 7 and 8, the Tidehunter still has that Ravage, hasn't used it yet this game, but again, he hasn't found the need to, and he's saving up for the Blink Dagger now. He's 1100 away from that, or 1200 even, and he's gonna be very
Ravage will do a lot of damage to Scum. Like, quite a squishy team they've got, apart from Darkseer obviously, but like, getting a good Ravage with Shadow Demon and Leshrac in it, that could turn a team fight around.
Of course, as I mentioned earlier, they got a Blink Dagger from Nyx to initiate as well. Dando very happy with that one. In fact, I haven't actually seen him use it yet to any initiation, but I'm expecting to use that soon.
I think KFC have got all the control right now. They pretty much pick and choose their fights, which means that Scum are going to have to defend a really strong fight on one of these 2 towers, or they're going to completely lose the map.
Yeah, very much so. And I've just found out that my mum is watching. Hi, Mum. It's nice to have you here. If you want to see Dota TV, go watch my stream. Yes, everyone, come to my stream. Once again, big shout out to everyone who's tuning in while we have this little break. We do have some lag issues coming out for busting. And by the way, I'm hearing a lot of background noise from you right now, Maccy.
Sorry, I stopped typing.
Yeah, big shout out to everyone tuning in. Make sure you check out ukdota.net. You can find the bracket on there. Also, the link for my stream, which you shouldn't need because you're already watching my stream. And everything else UK Dota based. Check out the subreddit as well. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at rabbit_UKDota. Maccy's is at PureSock. Follow us both. And, well, I hope you're enjoying these games so far. We have more great ones to come. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything we could do on the stream, like, you know, if Rabbit screwed up his overlay or anything.
Or his music, apparently.
I'll never complain about your music again after last time.
Well, it was a pretty frequent topic during the Dota Talk LAN events when I was streaming that one. Oh, Rabbit, change your music like every 10 seconds. I was actually going to do a specific playlist for today, but I've really ran out of time because I'm too lazy, apparently. And I like to drink too much alcohol, which I'm going to be starting to drink very soon as well.
Yeah, you had enough time off.
Oh, God. Moonshine.
A couple of hours without beer and you're getting a little bit twitchy.
Well, I woke up at midday today, and I shouldn't really be talking about this on stream or whatever. I felt pretty shitty, so I went in the fridge and got a beer and some Cocoa Pops and played some Dodo and woke myself up that way. It was pretty good.
Pretty classy.
Rabbit music, worse music. Yep, sure thing. So we got some Carly Rae Jepsen coming up next. But yeah, we do have some lag issues, so just stay tuned, guys. We'll have them fixed very soon, hopefully.
So we can talk about the brackets for a bit.
Yeah, we'll bring them up on the screen while we're waiting right now. If you guys check it out. So as we mentioned, stop bloody pinging! Holy crap! They're just being obnoxiously loud for the head of it. But yeah, we do see Stagod versus Hostbot's the current game. These are the current round of 8 games. Stagod versus Hostbot. UWE are playing Here to 8 Play, who got an automatic through because 4 friends are Nicky and Joe. We have Hugh Grail, which is a couple of guys from Team Enigma, their mixed team, versus Team MILF, which is another Team Enigma's mixed team. And obviously the game that we're currently in, we have KFC versus Scumcleansers.
I think it's really cool that Enigma just kind of split up and made a whole bunch of mixed teams for this. I think it's pretty fun. Oh, Bustin's back.
Yeah, so we will get ourselves back in the game very shortly. Yep, I really hate the guys for pinging so much. They're doing it just to annoy me now. But yeah, the rules we actually put in this tournament were teams who have won or come second place in a previous UK Dota tournament weren't allowed to enter. However, they were allowed to do mixed teams as long as there's only 2 members of their teams, which is why we see 2 members from Reason Gaming in this game. We see 2 members of Enigma in one team, and we see 1 member of Enigma in another team as well. But hey, these tournaments are all in the spirit of fun and pride.
I think that's really cool. It gives everyone a bit of experience kind of fulfilling other roles, like, you know, you can... Oh, we're getting back into the game, so I'll shut up.
Just heard like Storm and Windrunner laugh as the moment the game on pause. It freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, I got the same. It was quite weird.
But yeah, we're going to see the push coming in the bottom lane now for KFC. I think if they remember what they were doing. But yeah, Moonshine, he's just going to keep on farming up. He's very close to that Nickersphere. Oh dear, here we go again. another pause coming out. My hotkeys have changed. Wow. That's
that sucks.
That's very unusual.
He's lucky he found that out in some creeps.
Right, all fixed, and we're going to go again. Hopefully the final pause of this match. Yep, we just see KFC just farming up their jungle a little bit. And at the same time, Clinks, he's looking for people now. And this is potentially really dangerous. He can go on KRS now. He doesn't have his Windwalk available for 5 more seconds.
Oh, and off it goes.
Oh god, that jump by Moonshine, but...
Yeah, but that's what Clinks is for. That is what he's all about. You find someone, you kill them off, you get out.
And there
Keep
it
everybody
is.
Scared.
Caught it during the pause. The gem is now on Dando. So if they don't spot this, then Bustin's going to be in a little bit of trouble next time he tries to initiate on somebody like that. In fact, the ping actually went down from... Oh no, it was his own team, never mind. But they're still going to try and push this bottom lane, although at the same time they might want to defend the top lane. Bustin's pushing, and Monty's now here as well. In fact, they're only going to place a ward and they're just going to leave. At the moment, KFC really showing that they fully have map control of this game. This entire area of the map is currently unsafe for Scum. And they've got to be careful when running through, but at the moment there's not enough wards coming out for KFC to really make full use of this map control. Instead, they're just farming their own jungle, trying to get those items up. The one had Lincoln Sphere on Storm Spirit before they start fighting.
Yeah, that's where they're really letting themselves down. Is they've got all these towers, they don't actually have a lot of vision.
And Bustin's looking for people. There's 3 people there. He's probably seen.
There is a sentry. There is a sentry there. So even if the gem's not around...
Nix, Bustin, Shackle, not going to latch. He's going to get caught by every single stun here. And that'll be the death of him. Another kill coming away of Dando.
That's unstoppable for Dando, 6-0.
That was pretty much an actual horrible play coming out from Bustin, because he went invisible right next to the sentry ward that they dropped to D-ward. So... wasn't the smartest decision anyway, going right up to a D-ward when he saw it happening. Not to mention the fact that Dando has a gem, of course. But he's very easily picked off, and that's quite costly for them. This could be a tier 1, potentially tier 2 tower taken for KFC, of course.
It feels like a move, maybe a little bit on tilt there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Glyph's going to be used for tier 1. A little bit surprising. They're going to try and slow him down a little bit. There is 20 more seconds till Bustin's up. But at the same time, he's not going to find time to eat himself a creep using that Death Pact.
By the gods, the Dire's
PG skating ahead, taking a lot of damage though. And of course, not having that Blink Dagger. He's TP now, he's going to go defend the top lane, get some more levels up on him, possibly get the farm for the Blink Dagger, but then there's no Ravage. If Scum decide to defend this, which they're looking to do so, Clinks is up in 1 second, he can aggressively TP in here and it can go, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Clinks is going to get in there. Faldor, the Purge is going out on KRS, the Sonic Wave as well, and that's an easy call. He actually managed to steal it and bring it back on Faldor, which was a great play. But it's not going to make a difference. Great vacuum coming out from the Dyne. Dando's going to get away, he's actually invisible, and Shigeru is also going to manage to get a wind run off in time. And Moonshine, he's jumping into 5 heroes on his own. He's trying to get Faldor, but the mechanism charge is going to go off. And then Dando comes in, he picks 1 off, he stuns 3 of them, and he blinks away. Great play coming in from Dando. No shackle latching by Shigeru here. And then from the Dyne, they're going to go, oh no, Moonshine, he's jumped into 4 once again. Orkin's going to go out on him, and that's going to be the death of him. Unless there's a great stun coming out from Nyx Assassin. Manages to stun of 3 people, gets a kill. He's going to pick off Monty as well. Triple kill coming out from Dando on the Nyx now. As Shigeru runs back in aggressively. Fedor with the, I forgot the name of it, Shadow Strike, which is going to be stolen now by Karas.
Manliest Dota from KFC, man.
And Dando, what a play he's been doing on this Nyx Assassin.
Dando and Moonshine, absolute beautiful, beautiful play there. Stunning to watch.
And Moonshine gets his Lincolns finished, so this is really good. And once again, no Ravage.
Yeah, no Ravage at all.
Imagine what happens when this guy gets his Blink Dagger, and how much the fights are going to go away at KFC. Scum really need to do something if they want to stay in this game. In fact, Thunderdine just checking Roshan using the vacuum to try and pull somebody up. Nobody there, though.
No, that turned out not to be KFC's plan at all. They're actually a little bit aimless right now. They're kind of just floating around in mid. Oh, but they do see Clinks.
Blink up by Dando. Moonshine gets an easy kill and Bustin's down for another minute. John L is only level 8. Poor guy. Moonshine, he's actually out of mana, but he's got 18 regen at the moment. A great shackle. There's the Ravage on PG Tips. Kills off the Leshrac, and Thunderdine is going to follow shortly after. So many kills getting picked up by KFC in such a short amount of time. Gold's up to 5k. XP's past 5k now, and it could actually try and push in onto the racks with 35 seconds on Darkseer and Clinks.
That's a really nice play there. So Dando having the gem meant that he could sneak up and see Bustin. Bustin had no idea he was there, lined it all up for Moonshine, he dived straight in, got that crowd control and got the kills.
It should be a tier 3 tower. Leshrac respawns, but still 15 seconds, and of course there's no glyph available. So Monty trying to use a Shadow Poison, but he's actually going to get jumped on, and look at him die. So fast. Shadow Strike actually pops the Lincolns. Nice Sonic Wave. It's on all 5 of them, actually. Or 4 of them, even. Moonshine didn't get hit. A PG Team's taken very low, but he's used his Ravage. That's all he had to do. And now the barracks are starting to get hit on. Clinks has actually respawned now. Only Shadow Demon's down. Clinks will TP in, but all the heroes are already far back. Fedorl, actually, he wants to go in aggressively right now. Moonshine's all the way back at the mid lane, as his PG Dips. Fedorl is looking for heroes. Dando's back invisible, though, and Shiga, he's doing alright for health. In fact, he might be building an Orkin himself. Has an Oblivion staff up on him now.
I thought Faldor was going to get caught out there. He was legging it out into no man's land. He pulled back just in time.
Bustin really needs this BKB. Really, that's the only hope they have in this game at the moment, I believe. Get that farm up on Bustin, get that BKB, and then see how the fights go. Because right now, Bustin's getting picked off way too easily, and that's because he has no survivability without the BKB. But we will see what happens when he gets that.
He's at 10k net worth, according to the net worth graph, which hopefully right now. I mean, I don't really know, but Moonshine is all the way up at 15k. Just so far ahead now.
Playing phenomenally. 919 on that Storm Spirit with nearly 200 farm on him. 15k net worth. Lincoln Sphere, Orchid, 4,000 gold on him. He's a very happy Storm. And you would suppose if you get another massive mana regen item for him now.
Yeah, he's sitting on 4k gold. He's got to do something with it.
Sheepstick most likely. And that's definitely the death Clinks if he gets caught with Eddie's BKB. Forget a Sheepstick on the Storm Shit. Storm Shit? His name's Storm Shit now, ladies and gents.
Storm Shit.
Storm Shitted. Yeah, Storm Spirit will, well, we'll see what he picks up. He's not going to buy anything just yet. He still has the bottle as well as his wand. He's going to sell his wand right now. 4.2k gold. And ultimate up. Looking at a Sheepstick or a Scotty. So most likely a Sheepstick. Dando's actually hasted up now. He has his Dagon level 1 complete on the Nyx Assassin, and he's going to be looking for blood. Unfortunately, all 5 heroes for Scum are in top lane, or in base, as John Hell's case is. Only level 8 on the Shrek. Still not able to find any space of farm. 870 life points on him, and he's such an easy target for Dando.
Yeah, definitely. All of Scum just looking scared now. All in base. They don't really need to be in base right now, but there's nothing else they can do. The jungle's completely farmed out, and every lane looks pretty unsafe.
They're so terrified of Dando at this point. The Nyx Assassin has the gem, he has the power, he has the control, and of course because they have the gem as well, they're de-wooding everywhere, which is great for them. Could see a Roshan attempt coming out. Some Spirit is only got 2.4k. Oh, he did buy that ultimate orb. And he's going to be very close to getting that Sheepstick.
Surprised we're not seeing a gem at all on Scum. And they've got some dust. Oh, and a smoke.
4 heroes smoked up next to Bustin. They're going to use the Shadow Poison to check Roshan. They know they're not in it now. And check out this positioning. Dando, of course, is going to go in first to check things out. So that means the smoke. Oh, it's smoke versus smoke. KFC coming up from the behind. They're going straight up Bustin. Sentry Ward immediately dropped. Trying to find the Nyx Assassin. But he actually gets impaled off 4. Tyrant gets his Blink Dagger. 3 people popping immediately. Thunderdine's going down. Moonshine's taking a lot of damage from the Clinks. And in fact, he will go down. And the disconnect comes there from the Strackers. GG is called immediately from John L. That was a great counter initiation from KFC, and they take the quarterfinal game versus Scum.
That ravage from PG Tips. That's absolutely huge.
4-man Impale, 4-man Ravage, and a great fight their way. In the end, the advantage was a little bit too much. 10,000 gold, 10,000 experience points, and very well played. We saw some phenomenal plays coming out from Dando, as well as Moonshine on the Storm Spirit.
Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
But yeah, stay tuned, guys. We'll have a upper bracket semi-final game coming out soon. Not sure which one we're casting just yet. We'll have a look how all the quarterfinal games go. Stay tuned to the live stream. We'll have some more action coming up for you soon.
That's what that wispy glow